Hello Allah guys, and Ramadan Kareem alaikum. Today, as you may notice, I'm wearing different clothing. This is abaya, a traditional Arabic dress for Emirati women, and that's called shayla. And that's not by accident, because today I am taking you for a trip to ancient times. These two simple pieces of pottery tell a huge story. They are made from the clay sourced from Ras Al Khaimah and echo the culture, traditions, and industry of pre-oil life in the United Arab Emirates. The Jalfar potters from Ras Al Khaimah produced pots made out of this clay for 9 centuries. Sadly, the last pots produced using the traditional techniques were made in 1950s. The last potter died in 1995, and the story of Jalfar potters is now all but forgotten. Jalfar, a name known from the historic sources as a settlement from the early Islamic period that became a very important 15th and 16th century trading emporium linked to Hormuz. It was considered as a secure anchorage for fleets operating off southeastern Arabia. Portugal's Duarte Barbosa, famous for his travel, wrote of the pearl trade from Jalfar across the Indian Ocean in 1516, describing the port as a very large place where there are many honorable people and great merchants and navigators who fish for seed pearls and many large pearls, which the merchants of Hormuz come to buy. Excavations at Jalfar shown that the site have developed from a small fishing village in the 14th century to a large urban center with a dense network of houses and streets by the 15th century. The economic developments that led to urbanization of Jalfar can be related to the Hormuzi boom. At this time, Hormuz became one of the wealthiest emporia of the Indian Ocean due to its position on the very busy, in those times, trade route that was reaching India and China. Today I'm in a hunt for clay that changed the Jalfar's life and made it famous not only for the pearl fishing, as it was so far, but also for its wear. Obviously, pottery was not as highly priced as the pearl fishing before. However, the clay pots carried the water that sustained the sailors on a long dose cruises across the Indian Ocean. Mountain tribes even build the large vessels into the foundation of their homes for storage. This place, I guess, used to be some kind of a cooking place, and you can even see the elements of the pottery here all around. The 50 or so small stone houses look like any other abandoned mountain village in the UAE. However, what sets it apart is thousands of bites and pieces of pottery scattered on the ground. Wadi Haqeel, one of the commercial production centers with at least 20 kilns, built of stone and carved into earth that can be seen to this day. The ware kilns are located to the east of Jalfar, along the foot of the mountain range, roughly 8 to 10 kilometers northeast of the modern city of Ras Al Khaimah. Jalfar ware is a handmade or slow-wheel made unglazed coarse earthenware with a dark orange or grey body and a rough Haqeel fracture. It has a soft fabric that contains frequent distinctive red, white and or black platelets. The body can be plain or decorated with a purple or rusty red paint, sometimes on the top of whitewash or the thin paint. The majority of the forms are cooking pots, while a certain amount of bowls, jugs, and storage jars were also manufactured. Although the sea is far away from here, you can even find the small shells. Thousands of dried up branches of Al Asbak tree were needed for 5 to 6 hours of baking. The clay was harvested from somewhere in the interior by elders of Bani Shamaili after a hike that usually took hours. The place's climate was ideal for pioneering this craft, as the weather is quite hot most of the time of the year and there is not much rain. The rain obviously was bad for it. Jalfar ware has been reported from a wide area across the western Indian Ocean, from parts that include Kilwa, Tanzania, the eastern province of Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Yemen, the southern coast of Iran, and Alain in the UAE. It can be commonly found in the Emirati households, although people might not use it anymore, and also buried by the sand dunes in the country's desert, left behind by Bedouin tribes. The town of Ras Al Khaimah has already become the dominant port along this coast by the late 16th century or the early 17th century. And the references to the Jalfar in the historical sources actually refer to the existing town of Ras Al Khaimah. The Jalfar ware industry, however, survived the changes that put an end to the prosperity of Jalfar. Although the exact processes behind these alterations are as yet unclear, it is certain that the industry continued its production until the mid-20th century, flexibly altering its production and adapting to new economic environments. Conversely, it was its flexibility and ability to adapt its products to new demands that enabled the industry to thrive for such a long period of time, as it was 900 years.